Hi, I'm Rob from Hopsing. Thanks for joining me for another video beer review. And this is another of my kind of little style showcases, I guess, of beer styles that, maybe a little bit overlooked, but styles that I personally like. Maybe I don't put on the channel all that often. But the beers in question are Kellerbiers. The three that I've got are Pschorr. These are all from Munich. Pschorr, Ayinger, and Franziskaner. So let's get it into a glass because I'm thirsty. I'll sup some lovely Kellerbier, and then I'll give you a little bit of a run through on what it's like, my kind of rudimentary understanding of the style, bit of history, a bit of context, and a bit of bloody Untapped live. So go with the Pschorr. So as I said, Munich based brewery, 5.5% ABV. Let's get this open into glass. Being careful near the works laptop. This is it a Willy Betcher, this glass? I think it's a good all-rounder. It's pretty good for lagers. Put the old swing top, remember? Swing top, well, you remember them? There you go, swing top bowl. Drink the rest later. So, beer in the glass. Excuse me. Pretty darn hazy. And colour-wise, it's that bright copper in a lot of ways, maybe slightly orangey as well. Lovely, slightly off-white head. Looks the business. I'm going to be careful. I've got a keyboard here, so smell and sniff. Let's check out the aroma. This is the beauty of doing it on a table. Do the proper fucking give all right on swirl, and no fear of slopping it all over the place. Lovely. Yeah, maybe the appearance is going to send me down like an orange route, but kind of like slightly earthy orange. Roasted chestnuts. There is some like autumnal leaf kind of thing going on there. Kind of brioche note. Smells good. Yeah, that kind of a slight apricot. Yeah, let's stick with that. Let's dive in. Cheers. Thirsty. Won't be after all these. Excuse me. Just clearing the old throat. So if you're watching this live, that'd be completely acceptable. Me just clearing me through it. So it's gonna be interesting. I mean, the reason why I'm doing this kind of little lineup is because of that bit. And I really enjoyed that when I had it when I was in Munich. Didn't actually drink all that. I didn't go to Pschorr place. Drank some Pschorr in some beer gardens. Not my favourite brewery, but I'm starting with this one because it's got the bloody swing top on it. Why not? Looks the business, doesn't it? So yeah, slightly there is a sweetness. It's not kind of off-putting. It's got a spicy quality, but also sweet. It's better than I remember it, actually. I remember it being a little bit metallic, but it's not. Oh, that's partially why I went for it, because I always remember that I've got really fond memories of the last one, the Franziskaner. Sorry, I've got a frog in my throat. There we go. It's coughing and spluttering over for at least 2 minutes. So Kellerbier, what is it as a style? It's from Franconia, traditionally, which is the right kind of part of Germany. Franconia, Bavaria, it's similar. It's like Nuremberg, that place like that. So it's not a million miles away. But from what I can in my Michael Jackson book, which is just over here, bit of only a very small section of this talks about Kellerbier. It's a shame because you can get a fair bit of Kellerbier. He talks about being from specialities of Franconia, and it says there's like 3 different versions of essentially the same beer. First one being Krausen beer, which doesn't make much sense to me. So Krausen for me is the kind of the froth of sorts, what the yeast produces when it is fermenting. And then it's Kellerbier. So they often say it's hoppier because of the way it's not lagered as such, from what I understand. It doesn't have that long maturation process. I mean, it's a young beer in a lot of ways, so it is often hoppier, and because of that, not having that long maturation period, it doesn't have the clarity to drop bright. So that's why you get the haze. I mean, that for me, that's all good. Yeah, and that was pretty much it. And then the third version, it essentially say is Vickel. I mean, I've heard land beer in there as well, but there are all these kind of like unfiltered and pasteurized beers from Franconia. So let's get into a little bit of the old internet knowledge. There's a few bits that I've pulled up. Some of it I've read through, some of it I've not. Most of it I've not. Gotta keep these things. Don't want to be too practiced on that. I'd lose all the charm, wouldn't I? So share screen. I'm gonna go with this channel. This website I think is really good. Is that the right one? Yes. Got a fun one and a boring one. So I'll call the Alcohol Professor. I think this is a good website. And so, beer style guide, get to know your Kellerbiers with M. Sauter. With someone on the way, learning about Kellerbier makes perfect sense. Keller is German word for cellar. When we see the word Keller in any beer style, we can assume that it's unfiltered or unpasteurized. Kellerbiers refer to the style that is not lagered until completion, meaning organic byproducts, perhaps some haze and other matter left in the beer. Sounds good to me. This creates a fuller, more rounded beer, and is generally less clean tasting, aka more yeast byproducts. Similar to ales, yeah, fair play, yeah. This guy loves his hazies, so that's all good with me. And then you got that kind of like concept of was it biotransformation? Where it kind of flavor compounds and aroma compounds essentially like latch onto yeast and stuff. So guess you're keeping potentially more flavor in there. Blah, 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 and then fully fermented lagers. Historically, this is how most beer was served: young and fresh lager, straight from the keg at neighborhood taverns in Germany. Kellerbiers are popular in Franconia, Munich, in southern Germany and Bavaria. Some sunnier come summer, Kellerbiers are served straight from the fermenting tank. Sounds amazing, doesn't it? I want to go to fucking Franconia right now and drink all the Kellerbiers. And to first patrons in Germany's best beer gardens. This is usually the only place you can get Kellerbiers, as they are generally not canned or bottled for home consumption, making them a rare seasonal treat. Traditionally served in earthenware liter steins. I do have them, but I'm not going to use it because I want to show you what the beer looks like. A popular folk festival that serves Kellerbier is Annafest in Frochheim. I'm quite pleased with that pronunciation. In late July, where the breweries serve the Kellerbier in a beautiful wooden setting. That sounds amazing. Oh, fine. It's July. Fuck, I've got to go to Frochheim. Anyway, according to the beer, done it again. Sorry, this is the thing. This is hangover from COVID. First time I had COVID, I got this kind of like kind of chesty thing. I've never been able to get rid of it, and I have been fucking. I think there's also a bit of a family thing there. I'm just telling you why I'm always fucking clearing my throat. It's just one of those things. Sadly, it is the byproduct of COVID. According to BJCP, which I'm going to go into a little bit, it's actually quite a short entry on BJCP. That's a boring bit. I mean, we're beer reviewers. Maybe I'm trying to educate myself as much as I'm trying to entertain slightly. Edutainment, I'd like to think. 2 types of Kellerbier, pale and amber. Oh well, there you go. Whoa. Pale and amber. This is an amber one, isn't it? Pale Kellerbiers tend to be filtered Munich Keller. So hells with amber Kellerbiers or Franconian style Kellerbiers are similar to unfiltered Märzen. Yeah, well, yeah, I get that. I mean, I get the Märzen thing as well. Flavoured but not ABV. Amber Kellerbier is an older style versus a paler Kellerbiers. Keller Pils, referring to either Czech or German Pilsners, also exist, and there are that started to become popular in America. And what's a Zwickel? It's the same name. Is it the same? There are varying schools of thought on if there is difference, sometimes used interchangeably with Kellerbiers. Some say it's a fresher version of pale Kellerbier and refers to a sample off the tank as a pigtail used to siphon the beer called a Zwickel. Remember, in beer, there is a lot of right answers. There you go. A few pairings. Well, what do we go? Barbecues, yeah. Use beer stand, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Burgers, kebabs, sub sandwiches. Yeah. Meat, I'd say. I mean, there's what's it saying? It's to try an authentic German beer garden for the best experience of southern German beer garden in the summer. If you want the real deal, this beer is meant to be drank straight from the serving tank by the litre. Oh, it sounds wonderful, doesn't it? And if you're looking for what the beer is supposed to be, this really is the only one. And then it gives you a couple of American ones, which include them for a fucking treehouse. As great a brewery that they are, I doubt they do a great Kellerbier. So there we go. That's my little rundown. I'm going to give you BJCP after the next one. I'm going to give you, as you all bloody love, a bit of Untapped on the screen. I know you couldn't do it yourself, so you get somebody else to do it for you. Share screen. Here we go. So what are they saying about it? On Untapped, these ratings are always going to be really low. It's just nuts, isn't it? It just doesn't make any sense. So 5.5 overall rating, 59,000 reviews. This is a good thing about Germany. There'll be a fuckload of check-ins. Naturtrüb Kellerbier. There you go. Best German you've ever heard. 351. And where are people ranking this bugger, and what are they giving it a rating of? Don't know. He's saying it in a different language. Advice. So what we're getting? 4. We're knocking on 4s. I think that's a pretty fair. 3, 4. I think you're going to get a lot of 3s and 4s, aren't you? Obviously. 4. Don't say where he's drinking it. Nice tables there. I love a table. At Schnuckeluk Hotel and Restaurant. If somebody's got a good name, somebody's getting a big rating there. So, it's just Untapped at home. I thought, it's going to be somewhere exciting. No, Brad Reimers drinking Kellerbier at the Kindelheim, which looks lovely, doesn't it? Where's the Let's find out where the Kindelheim is. Kinderheim. I don't know. Where is it? I don't know where the fuck that is. Is it just some thing he's made up? Yeah, looks like it. You dirty Brad. You dirty Brad. Just a lot of people drinking at home. They do this in cans. They do this in cans. Is that what is it can? Yeah, there you go. Bloody can Kellerbier, I tell you. The world's changing. I want some draft Kellerbier. Oh, there we go. Look at that bugger. Alpenrose. There you go. Somebody's finally drinking our draft. Get a 3.5. Let's see what Alpenrose is. Bayern. Yeah, okay. Cool. Never heard of that place myself, but bit of the old, bit of earthware. Maximilians. Oh, well, he had a comment on everything then. There's this. Berlin. What was their comment? Very good, well balanced and malty. Yeah. Well done. That's saved me like an hour of my life. Somebody just summed up Kellerbier. Most people just drinking it at home though. At the Kartoffel House. Kartoffel mean? I'd ask Alexa, what does Kartoffel mean? Apple?
In Irish English slang can mean when something is.
You see, it's just fucking rubbish, is Alexa, isn't it? Don't you understand my brilliant pronunciation in German? Is Kartoffel, is it apple? Or is it potato? Oh, no, just ignore me. So there you go. I mean, a lot of people have drunk it. People don't really say a hell of a lot about it. Mostly been drank on draft. So there you go. That's the untapped for the Hackashaw. I'm just going to use the same glass because why the fuck not? Saves me the washing up. Next up, need a bottle opener for these ones, which is the Ayinger. I think these are they're out just out of Munich, aren't they? 4.9 a weaker beer. I think this is yeah, they're not. Yeah, good point. Where the fuck in the world are the Munich area, aren't they? All these breweries, as they all partake in Oktoberfest. So, what we're going to get on this? Oh, this is interesting. We've got one of those pale ones, haven't we? What they mentioned in the little write-up. So, I mean, as pale as you're going to get. I mean, that's uber pale. That's clearly the other one on the amber side of things. Uber pale on the Ayinger. Brief carbonation. Colour. It's like a sample. It's pretty piss looking, isn't it? I mean, I love Kellerbier, I love lager, but it doesn't look. It's not the most exciting looking beer in the world, is it? It's got a very slight haze to it. Pure white foam. It's fizzy. It's a fizzy, frothy. You're not as frothy as. Condition of that was absolutely wonderful. Probably a bit more kind of malt, bit more complexity in the malt character and the stuff. Anyway, swirl and sniff. Let's check out the aroma. Quite different. Maybe hinting towards like nettles, even like, and some gooseberry. More of a kind of the malt for me is like a water biscuit, kind of like, or like a Jacob's cream cracker, that kind of thing. Clean, crisp. There is maybe something slightly apricotty, but it's more of that gooseberry. And so I had a bit of a sneezing fit, fucking hay fever and shit. So I've got one nostril which is on, I'm working on is firing on all cylinders, but the other one, not much. So if you didn't see me doing that, fucking beer reviewers, a load of bullshit. But it's got a sharper quality to it. Right, Rob, pull yourself together. Iconic beer reviewer, fucking what, 13 years in the game. Come on, pass it off. Been in worse condition and let's smell stuff, but yeah, making excuses up. So what happens when you're just talking to yourself? The inner monologue comes out. These are the voices in my head. But yeah, a lot cleaner, a lot more kind of zippy. Cheers. Lovely. A lot crisper. Obviously, base closer to like a Hellas. The other one probably closer to a Märzen. Super drinkable. Has a little bit more softness. Maybe hint of melon, hint of white grape even. But that more of those like citrus notes. I'm going to go as far as hint of celery. If you know, his teeth that it's unfiltered, it's got a. Well, it won't be sugar, but maybe it will be kind of malt sugars. I feel it in your teeth a little bit. Disappears quite quickly. I mean, it's super quaffable. That won't last long. The rest of that bottle will not last long. I'll put the cap back on. So I'm going to drink these for the rest of the night, really. He says with best intentions. So, let's get into the nuts and bolts of this shit. And, right, stop sharing. That's what I wanted. And, share screen. And we're looking at the BJCP, the Beer Judge Certification Programs rundown on what a bloody Kellerbier is. A lot of this will be it talks about the Märzen and Franconia and based on Munich Helles and the Dunkel lagers, which I think is bullshit. The Dunkel thing, it's close to a Metz, and some of the paler versions are more Metz and adjacent, you could say. Overall impression: unfiltered, unpasteurized, fully attenuated German lager, traditionally served from lagering vessels, maybe a little richer, more robust, and rustic than the base style. The fresh beer without fermentation defects associated with young green finished beer. So, yeah, I think that's fair enough. I think you could make something. I mean, one thing that's slightly more popular in the kind of craft beer world is a rustic lager. Maybe you're saying rustic lager. This one, the paler ones, is a bit more in that direction. Appearance reflects base style, kind of somewhat hazy and cloudy, but never murky. Likely a little darker in appearance than base style, which I'm not on this one. Say aroma reflects base style. Oh, they're fucking boring out. The yeasty character. Ugh. Come on, BJCP. From the yeast character from the yeast. You never fucking got that, would you? Clean, pale versions have more robust hop character. Dark versions can have a richer malt profile. Flavour reflects the beer style. More rustic hop character. Never roasty, but more malt. Should not be eggy, buttery, apple-like, or thermophores. So it's got clean fermentation. Mouthfeel reflects base style. May be a bit more body and creamier texture than the base style carbonation. Typical beers may be lower. They are, yeah, I think they are low, especially the other one, definitely on the lower side. Traditional serving style more than a beer style, yet these beers do have the sensory differences from the base beers. Judge these somewhat like specialty beers. Consider the range of the Kellerbier based on Helles to Metz and to Dunkel. Be continuous spectrum. That's a nice way of putting it, I guess. So allow the brewer to pick closest one without being too picky, but strict adherence to the base style. Name literally means cellar beer and is natural, gentle handling of fresh tasting German lager beer for seasonal on-premise service like British beers enjoy locally. As the bottle example may like. But there you go. This is the German equivalent of real ale in a bottle. So I guess it has got commonalities with cask ale, hasn't it? Little did I know when I went on, stepped out on this journey, that we would be coming back to real ale as a close stylistic touchstone. History originally referred to as lager beer matured in caves or cellars under the brewery, and then served them, served from them. First supplied the amber lager from Franconia, and latter local Munich styles. More recently, used internationally to create specialty pills variants by tradition, the serving style, a popular summer specialty in Bavaria, but some now adopt broadly as a marketing term for unfiltered lagers. Well, fair enough. Characteristic ingredients. Same as base style. Traditionally, naturally carbonated dry hopping is not a traditional German brewing method, but some modern pale examples use this technique, which is allowable in this style, but as long as it is balanced. Traditionally lagered and unfiltered, these beers were never meant to be packaged for external sale. Here he sits in West Yorkshire, drinking bottles of it. At least I don't get cans. Still comparison, richer and more robust than base style, a bit more body and mouthfeel. Oh, we got that. Commercial examples. Who does the thing? This Dunkel version. Engel. Oh, well, so Paul Anna do a Dunkel. Okay, okay, fair enough. I know that bit. I've not had it in a long time. ABK do one. Cool. I'd like to try that. ABK, send me some fucking beer like you do, Simon. Giesinger do one. Oh, lovely. Giesinger do a Erlinger. Is it? Fucking amazing. That's the beer that really grabbed my attention when it comes to Kellerbier. So there you go. There's a BJCP. Little rundown. Sip a bit more of this. Actually, while I'm sipping on this one, I'm going to show you a little bit of a video, which I would definitely recommend checking it on the old YouTubes. I watched it. This is all my no, I'm gonna say all my stuff is based on this guy's video. So it's this channel called Dr. Hans. It's a homebrew thing. I don't know if you can hear the audio.
This is a German Kellerbier, and I think this is a
Shame it's
very
German.
important beer style for you to try out as a home brewer, especially if you're getting into
I think
lagers.
it's a Sweden's
The
version.
Germans has been drinking
Beer
this
style,
since
yeah,
the Middle Ages.
And
I
it
do
kinda sounds
think,
a bit more
though, that it's a little bit
Scandinavian,
modernized, not big one though. The Kellerbier and why this is important for home brewers. Let's just kick it. And if you are in the market for a childish opener, you will find one made of glass. To be right up my alley, picking out
yeah,
steins I
you
can show you.
I
this
do have
important
my
thing.
my
Let's just break
Budweiser.
this down. The
Reverse
idea
way.
of Kellerbier is young lager that didn't have as long conditioning time. It's gonna be more complex with that, but can you see where I'm going here? Does it sound like anything? Because who of us really has the patience
He's talking
to
about like he gives a nice
wait
little
that long?
rundown, and then he kind of goes into it as more of a homebrewy thing. And we think it's nice. I mean, so if you're interested in a little bit of an easy, bit of soft introduction beyond this about Kellerbier, I would definitely recommend Dr. Hans. There's loads of reviews out there on all the usual suspects, but this is a lovely one. But very different. Right, Untapped. Before I move on to the third and final one and do my supping for the rest of the evening on these three beers. Clearly, I'm not going to have anything else. I will. That is guaranteed. Because I love a Kellerbier. I love the sweetness. I love the softness. I love this maybe slightly heightened malt and hop character. And that's why it's a style that I'm very fond of. So let's see what they're saying about the Ayinger version on Untapped. This is a 355. This is at 0.01 of the point. Very, very similar. This nostalgic beer specialty, which can be confidently ranked among traditional old Bavarian beers as brooding. Loads of fucking bullshit. Not interested in that, am I? Not interested in that. Oh, look at this one. He's at home. He's Martin, Toe Martin. 4.5. He's loving it. And Tobias Bostrom 4. So people drinking this recently are loving a bit of this. I've been loving it. Oh, in the bottle. I assume that's Russian. Yeah, it's all bottles, isn't it? But if I get I can't translate because I haven't signed in. I don't know my login. You know this. 3s. Once again, bottles. I guess we're not quite in summer, are we? We are in June. Maybe not quite in. Mosaic Tap, hooray! That's in Newcastle. Cracking little bar. They've got it on bloody draft in Newcastle. Hooray! You can't get it in Germany, but you can get it in Newcastle. So wonderful bar is a Mosaic Tap near the train station in Newcastle. The only place I found it. Oh, we've got a tap house in Munich. What's this place then? Anybody else checked anything else in here? Dunkel from Camber. Is it that, or is it Camber's place? Some Castile on Camber. Is it Camber's bar? This then draft house. Didn't go Yankee and Kraut. So yeah, I didn't get to this place. Kinniger from Ireland. Tap House Hoppy Lager. So that's their own beer. That'll be Bavo from Delirium. Frau Gruber. Yeah, it looks like fun planks does the Tap House. That's not the place I went, is it? Look at this picture. You can see a bit more of the bar. Is that the place where I went? Tap House Munich. Let's have. I'm going to look on. You won't be able to see this. Tap House. No, in Munich. Oh, this. I don't think it's where I went. Oh no, it is Camber's place. It is Camber's place. Yeah. We didn't get there. But yeah, so there you go. That's my little look at the Ayinger. beer. Next up, I said probably the beer that is the reason why I like Kellerbier is the El Halun from Giesinger. It's fucking beautiful. But Franziskaner, once again, Germany. I mean, Munich, sorry, obviously Germany. 5.2 this one. Little story about this one. Now, this is why I've got this beer, and this is why I thought I'd do this little video. I'm just, just getting a bit dry throated. You want to do the review straight away? I'll tell you about it in a minute while I'm supping. I always like that. You can enjoy it. You can relax into it a little bit, then, can't you? So, colour-wise, close to the first one, but brighter in appearance. Kind of like more, it's got a brass kind of quality to it. Carbonation looks a bit brighter on this. Somewhere, stylistically, between the two of them. So Franziskaner, the Spartan Brewery, and by AB InBev. I know. If it's good beer, it's good beer, isn't it? When I stayed in Munich this brewery was just down the road. You can't go for it. If it would do like a 12 once a month or something. The head, similar to the last one, not as kind of unctuous as the first one. Swell sniff. Let's check out the aroma. Oh yeah, so different. All three really different. You get that kind of like amber malt thing going on. I can't put it's like sweetened, like a sweetened loaf, like a brioche loaf, and like baking it. Maybe early first. Like, how long do you, Alexa? How long do you bake brioche?
The recipe from Epicurious
So it's telling me
recommends
now.
to bake brioche in the oven for 30 minutes at
30 minutes.
120 degrees Celsius.
180. Everything you cook everything at 180, don't you? That's my Peter K routine. Oh, haven't you ever noticed? Your mum cooks all your dinner at gas mark, whatever, Bob. Gas mark 8, is it? I haven't got a gas marks on mine, so I've got electric. 180. Everything's cooked at 180, innit? Apart from an air fryer. Go a bit higher in that, don't you? But yeah, this has got a softer, hinting towards caramel, a kind of a digestive biscuit dunked in a nice milky cup of tea. Getting some of the slight aromatics, maybe orange peel, maybe kind of that apricot note that I got earlier on. This definitely straddles the two styles, variants, I guess, of Kellerbier. Smells great. Let's dive in. Cheers. Thanks for joining me for this whistle stop journey through Kellerbier. Let me know what your favourites are. If you're that bothered. But maybe hopefully if it's a style that you're not that into, give it a go. Give it a go, especially if you like a lager, but you like your hazy IPAs. Maybe it's got a little bit more to it than a Helles or a Pils. Definitely on that kind of caramel tang, a kind of a certain mineralistic kind of note. Yeah, slightly nutty. What's that? It's like tang, the bitterness you get from certain nuts as well, like a walnut. Definitely, bready. I know it's such a trite beer review thing to say, but I like it. I like bready. I like bread. I like really overpronouncing the B. Bread. But no, it's beautiful. It's soft. That was the table. Me turning my beer on the table, not me farting. That'd be a really poor show. There we go. Did it again. There you go. Don't see. It's not my arse. It's me spinning a glass like that because I'm a fidgeter. I fiddle. That's what I do. Not professionally. But you can dream. You work hard enough for your dreams come true. But yeah, like this, it just sits so beautifully between the two. That's got a lot of malt going on. This is kind of a bit softer. It's quite ale-like in that way. So I guess that dunked digestive biscuit, a cup of tea, is quite ale-like. Somewhere between best bitter and like a nice soft pillowy Hellers. But no, the story behind this one is that I actually am going to go back. I think I'm going to go back to that. No, I'm just going to continue drinking this one. That would make sense, wouldn't it? I love it. You can see my thought process. Overthinking everything. It's a blessing and a curse. As a graphic designer, overthinking everything. Yes. So the story behind this one, the story where I was excited to see this. Oh, there's that couple who do beer reviews, do a lot of German stuff, a lot of perfect draft stuff. Can't remember the names. It's not a channel I watch, but they seem like nice enough. But they really do German stuff. And I noticed that they'd had this a while back, and I asked him where he got it, and I was a bit like, "Oh, I can't find that. I want to buy a fucking case of it. I'll buy 2 bottles." It turned up on Beers Europe, so I was really excited. But story being, so last year when me and Becky went to Munich, we were in Augustina's, the Augustina Keller. It's fucking amazing. What a place. What an incredible place. But the heavens opened. You could see from a distance a looming thunderstorm. You could see lightning in the sky really far off. I guess that part of Germany is quite flat. You can see it a long way off. And then the rain came. And it came in a biblical fucking sense. I'm telling you, it absolutely hammered it down. It rained down on us. And we made a dash down the road as best we could. And we hauled up in front of this this office building, which was just we were getting pretty cold because we were like trying to sit out, and fucking hell, this was a storm. It wasn't a fucking shower. It wasn't going anywhere. And the guy working in there let us step inside. He unlocked the doors. It was in the evening. Unlocked the doors and let us stand in there, and so we weren't getting a little bit wet and a bit cold. And to hopefully sit out the deluge, because it was absolutely hammering down. I just bought a new pair of trainers and I got fucking really wet, and I got like, oh, it's annoying, to piss out of me. But anyway, so eventually we were like, we were staying as welcome here. We've been in this fucking hotel, this office block foyer for too long. We need to go. We noticed on his way up though, this bar, and I thought it looked a bit fucking dicey. It had a bit of a stupid name. And but it was a Franziskaner place, as it turned out. And the beer that we had in there was this. I'm like, ooh, because they had just well, we only really see the wheat beer, I guess, around here, over in the UK. But they had a bunch on. They had like 5, and it was a lovely place. It was ran because everybody's hiding from the rain. So we didn't get a seat inside, but we kind of sat outside, which was a bit grim but dramatic. People still fucking smoking and shit. And it'd have been lovely to stay inside, but I mean, because it had a lovely warmth to it. It was very much a restaurant. The chat behind, but anyway, this beer was in there and it was beautiful. And I've never heard of it before. A brewery that I'm maybe a little bit snobbish over because they're kind of Budweiser own, blah blah blah. But I had it and I was really impressed. Maybe it's a bit different to loads and loads of Hellers and a Dunkel and a Weiss beer. It's just a bit different. And I really enjoyed it. And it was a lovely place. And the guy working behind the bar there was a fucking dynamo. Just one guy. Serving beer to a rammed place. I bet it's not always that busy. And also serving, this has been like a Friday night, also serving the food, not cooking the food, but serving it. So I was coming outside. Just one guy working in this bar. Yeah, I work behind a bar like twice a month. That's enough. And but he was fucking crushing it, man. He was so impressive. He was so fucking calm and just like he was so effective. Just fucking obviously the taps were pouring like a beauty, not like the ones at my place. He was knocking them out. Just like an absolute, just like a machine. He was just so impressive, but he was still friendly. But he was not over the top. He had it all down pat. But yeah, and then he's like carrying plates of schnitzel outside and stuff. Incredible. Just the most impressive barman ever. Forgot what it's called. Shall we find it? Because I mean, like spinning this yarn, aren't I? Let's get on told Google Maps. Yes, I can find Augustina Keller and I can find that just down the road. Augustina Keller. The Ampelstrasse. I fucking love Germany. Fucking love Munich. Great place. Great place. Augustina Keller. Have to zoom in. All right, I'll let you see this. Well, why not? Just looking at my gormless face for a little bit longer. Maps. Here we go. So I've picked Augustina Keller because that's just beautiful. But it was on the road. It's down from Augustina Keller. So there's Augustina Keller. Restaurant Funkstall. That was it. Looks about Funkstall. Oh, a bit like, oh, that sounds a bit shit. And it didn't look much. It's just this. There'd be something else upstairs. I don't know what it is down here. Gotta love bloody Germany, aren't you? Yeah, it's this place underneath here. There's this place underneath. I turn up the Yorkshire door sometimes. So it's this place. Funkstad. Stadl. Grill special. Okay. So it's like a place where you can get some grilled meats, which is no bad thing, is it? The food did look decent. It just looked a bit pokey. Can we look inside it? Restaurant. Oh, got some photos. Let's have a look at some photos. So you can see inside it, a bit of food. What's that? A bit of a schnitzel. Not a schnitzel, there's your fucking schnitzel. Call that a schnitzel. Bit of the old Franziskaner. Some Wurst. Some potato salad, some schnitzel and chips, big old stein of Spartan. But there you go, it's a lovely little place. Oh, absolute dreamy place. What a wonderful little place. I've never gone in. Oh, German food. I mean, a bit bigger than I am. We sat outside on one of these tables in pissing rain. Look at that. Oh, look at that. It's lumps of meat. I'd go back there and I mean, it doesn't look like much, but what a if that's the amazing barman. But yeah, I guess it is a bit more. As they are, oh, that's the bloody beer cheese stuff. That I forgot what that's called. It's absolutely incredible. I not have that one, but fucking German food's amazing, isn't it? Just stodge and meat, stodge and meat. There you go. There you go. That's a nice one. You can see the bar quite nicely there. So he had all these taps. Push your fucking taps on there, and he would it stood in middle, just ruling it. It was, I love a bit of bloody. Look at that. Oh, the bloody sausage. Oh, that's a good shot of it. So it doesn't look like much. And maybe we sat outside. We sat outside, didn't we? Oh, look at that. Just a lot of fucking meat, mate. Yeah, it's the business, isn't it? If I'm not convincing you to go to Germany, with even just looking at this place, I don't know what more I can do. This is nothing in comparison to some places. Let me show you inside Augustina Keller or something. I'm telling you, it's just an absolute. It was a real find. Was this place? And it was a reason. And that trip, you mean, I'm saying about I think I did Elherling, the yeasting one. I think I'd had that previously and really enjoyed it. But that's what took me on this little Friday evening Kellerbier Odyssey. So let's round this off with the last bit of the bloody Untapped, as you know. I know that's why you come here. They like the Untappage. Franziskaner Kellerbier. Who's going to get the top rated one? Oh, it's got the low. Oh, what a dirty fucking trick. Lowest rated one. 344. Bit cheeky, innit? Yeah, I can't do the translate, can I? Because I'm not signed in. I was going to ask me to sign in. Yeah, I can't remember my password. Get over it. Freeze. There's the tables are back again. Freeze, freeze, freeze. Is it? Oh, there we go. Got a 4 from someone. 4 from another one. Where is Lamers? Lamers. Where is it? It's in Munich. Wonderful. Just was it on draft or it was a bottle, wasn't it? You get a nearly 475. Good on you, lad. Oh, on draft. Fucking read, lad. Oh, let's have a look at this fella's picture. What a look at that. Look at that. Well, that's what bloody dreams are made of, that, isn't it? Not the correct Steinware, but I mean, whatever. What a beautiful spot. A wonderful little beer garden. I don't know where it is. It's in Germany, isn't it? A wonderful spot. Bottle. Oh, draft. I don't say where they're having it. You didn't like it there. Don't go there. Spartan, Franziskaner, Laubengruppen. Yeah, because they're same breweries, don't they? Bottle. Come on, let's give them more draft. Here we go. Zum Durenbrau. Once again, Munich restaurant. We've got a bunch on. Oh, there's a bit of Dunkel. Wonder if it's clearly a Spartan place. Wonder if that's the place over. Oh yeah, there was a really fancy Spartan place. Maybe it's there. Or don't you want to just go and eat all this food? Fucking lump of crackling. Canoodle. Slab of meat. Come on, what more do you need to get into? What were they drinking with it? That slab of meat. Just the hellers. The Spartan you get in Sainsbury's, it's all right. It is what it is. It's not a bad beer. Lone Brown Dark Special. Miller Brewing Company. Thought they were owned by AB InBev. Maybe they brew it on license or something. Or was it a draft one? Yeah, this is Spartan. Yeah. I think people have been a little bit sniffy on that one because I think it's a beautiful beer. Maybe just a moment. One of my first places I'd drunk in Germany. Well, I actually been in Germany before, but I mean in a long time. For beer purposes. I think it's beautiful. I mean, they're all really different. I think they've all got their own characteristics and they all bring something unique to the table. I'm getting really aware that the sun's really bright on this side. I'm trying to balance it out with my lighting in my kitchen. But I think it's a style that I like. It's a style that maybe I like about it is like it doesn't matter. It's not precious about the concept of a Kellerbier. It can be pale, it can be dark, it can be somewhere in between. It can be, but it's unfiltered. It's not kind of lagered for as long. It's not matured like with like a Helles or a Pils. It can be something else. It's got a little bit more character, if you ask me. I think it retains a lot of the drinkability. If you want a bit more malt in your lager, I think it's a beautiful way to go. I think, and maybe I'm shining a light on a beer style that you're not that familiar with. Maybe you've had a couple, but some. Well, I think if you like lager, if you like Helles, got mates, and give it a go. And I think you'll enjoy it, especially if you can have a craft beer head. I think you'll get something out of drinking some lovely Kellerbier. And I'm gonna bid you farewell with the rest of my bottle of the Franziskaner one. The reason why I'm sat in front of this laptop today. Drink Kellerbier, have fun. I'm Rob from Hopzine, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.